I am back. I've been back for a while. This is a Q&A video pretty much, just to give like updates for some of the people that are curious what the fuck is happening or what has been going on for some time now. I feel like the number one question would be, will you still do facecam streams? This is the first question that I get a lot from people, especially those who drop by in Twitch or who also get to connect after some time. And so the answer is yes, actually, yes. I will still be doing facecam streams in the future. I have a lot of plans. I'll be going back to Tokyo this coming February to March next year, 2025. And I intend to do a lot of the streams that I've wanted to do before, but I haven't been able to because I've been caught up with my own life. I've been caught up with like my brain, like my mind, my thoughts. For the people who met me before I started VTubing, I mainly am a facecam streamer. I have always used my facecam, and on some days where I do not use my facecam, I do something like this, where I'll take, it's kind of like PNG tubing, except it's my face. I get a lot of questions why I started using a Vtuber and why I stopped using like a facecam. And I hope this video is able to give answers to some of the questions that people might have. It was really hard for me to balance it with IRL life, with schedule, with the work that I do, and having to wake up in the evening. And some people might argue that, you know, you could just change the time or schedule that you stream. And that is very possible. However, I wanted to retain the current schedule that I have, simply because it's where I made a lot of friends in. It's the time schedule that I found really works for me as a person. And if it wasn't for my day job, I probably would want to stick with this schedule overall, all throughout. I switched to VTubing at first, so I wanted to like stream more frequently. I figured I wanted to still do some facecam streams around Fridays and see if I'll be consistent with it. I wanted to just go back and hang out with people and, you know, play games and talk, and, you know, because I yap so much. So I wanted to just go back and pretty much say hi to people. The people who stayed by all throughout the years, I wanted to be able to check on them and be like, hi, what's up, how have you been? And to share the life updates that I have. Because as you guys know, I started streaming simply to have people to talk to and people to play games with. That's all. I tried to be more active with more facecam streams, and it was okay, but I couldn't really do more frequent streams because of my schedule. And I think because of the changes in my lifestyle and me prioritizing getting enough sleep now and actually taking care of my health, I think that's why it was very hard for me to be consistent with the facecam stream. So I opted to do VTubing instead, where I could take naps after my work and I could just stream afterwards. And it was very, very nice. I get to actually get some more sleep. And I think ever since I started VTubing, which for the people who didn't know what VTubing is, it's basically, here's something on the screen that kind of shows the model that I have right now, but this is a temporary model, and I will be debuting the model hopefully out of December or around January, and that's the main one that I'll be using moving forward. Yeah, but VTubing is basically this way of streaming or making content where instead of having a face cam, you have a model, or it could be an anime character, it could be an object, it could be your mom. But basically there's something in there that tracks your face using a webcam or your phone and several other softwares, and it can be a substitute from a face cam. And at first I'm not gonna lie, at first I was really weirded out by this. I didn't really consider it. When I was starting in the whole streaming thing, I probably would have opted to go this route instead of like showing my face. But I think due to the fact that it wasn't as popular or in my radar before, I just went straight to like showing my face. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I thought that it's fun, and to be honest, the VODs where I see the facecam streams actually still mean a lot more to me than all the other VODs where it's just the VTuber talking. Don't get me wrong, like all the moments that I share with people who cares and which by the way, thank you, who cares and like wants to give me their time. All of those stuff, I still deeply treasure them. It's just sometimes when you see the face cam, it's like, this is me like, months ago or years ago, and it was really cool that I get to see myself in this point in time. And I think at the time there were different concerns that I had going through my mind, but watching them back again, it's like, I miss those times. It was actually really fun. I also wanted to give back to the people who are still wanted to talk to me and spend time with me, and I really tried to be more consistent with like facecam streams. But looking back at things, I wanted to try uploading more to YouTube now. And I think before, the reason why I couldn't do that was I think I was scared of like being perceived by people in a sense, which is kind of odd because it's like I stream and I have no problem showing my face and I have no problem like sharing my pictures and like travel vlogs and all that shit in my Instagram at least. But I think posting it online is still, like, especially in YouTube or TikTok, still really scares me, I think, before. So that was a huge reason why I probably never edited and posted like video. And I think people may have noticed that ever since I started using or doing VTubing, I became more active with things. I started posting more, especially in TikTok, started streaming more. I think it was very freeing doing it. I don't have any problem of what I look like. I don't really intend to hide it. I will still be doing facecam streams in the future. It might not be as common anymore because I do feel a lot comfortable with the VTubing, but I still will be posting facecam streams or doing facecam streams in Twitch, and I do intend to do this more. I do plan to hold like a subathon, something thingamajiggy, to kind of celebrate the channel's anniversary, because it's been a long time. I just have been inactive and I haven't done this in a long while, and I feel like I've been debating about it, but I figured it will be a nice way to celebrate with the community as we did before. So I'll put some of the goals in there as like the IRL streams of what we can do in Tokyo, like cooking streams or IRL streams for 12 hours or even 24 hours, and we'll just walk around and explore and look at stuff. I always really wanted to do those. I don't know why I never did, but I think I was so up in my own head with my own goals for the past few years that I never pushed through with it. And I think I'm in a better place now mentally where I would really want to do those IRL streams. So yeah, I will still be doing IRL streams. However, what about facecam streams in general, outside of like, the goals and like the subathon goals and like the travels and stuff? I want to do more cooking streams, but when I move eventually, so that's not gonna be anytime soon, maybe sometime next year. Instead, I would like to do some kind of like IRL content where it might be a mini diary, mini vlog. Because I think streaming with a facecam is not bad. It's just it takes so much time to prepare, and I have to get like ready, and I have to like just it basically adds several steps before I start streaming. And people can just say, hey, like you don't have to like be presentable, and you don't have to like put a makeup on or like like dress up or some shit. And that's true. Like I've started streams before without makeup or like doing my makeup while streaming, but I have certain standards for myself that I want to uphold, and I find that those standards that I'm not willing to give up are really making it harder for me. Like it's putting an extra step for me to just do the things that I wanted to do as a hobby, and it's making it like more serious than I wanted it to be. As you guys know, I did start VTubing, and for the people who would go back to my channel, they'll be like, oh shit, what happened, dude? And I'm like, start VTubing. And they're like, wait, what happened though? I started VTubing because I couldn't keep up with being able to stream with a facecam while doing my full-time job. I think it was very draining. I didn't have the stamina for it anymore. I didn't have the the energy for it anymore, I guess. I still love playing games and talking to people and hanging out. I think it was just better for my schedule pretty much, and overall I felt more comfortable with it. I am familiar that not everyone is okay with this kind of like content or approach, and some people still prefer the facecam streams because maybe they don't connect with the VTuber, or it just isn't their cup of tea, and I truly respect that, don't worry. So yeah, will you still do a facecam stream? Yes. Will you still post facecam content? Yes. There's still a lot of VODs that I've had from way before that I've been wanting to edit. And before you guys scoff at me like, oh dude, edit lamau, I actually, ever since I started VTubing, become more consistent with like studying how to edit, learning things, and actually posting things. It isn't full form content yet, but you know, some short clips here and there I think is a good win compared to nothing. And I think all throughout, and like what I'm doing right now is not even much for content creation, but I think it's the most I've ever done outside of like streaming and actually sharing these moments of the stream with other people. So yeah, I think, yeah. So for IRL content in the future, I will be still posting some old VODs with the facecam on, and I will still be posting some travel vlogs and some diary IRL stuff, especially when I get to travel more next year, or when I get to move next year to, you know, wherever I move into. I think those will be the main goals. But for streaming specifically, I think right now it's gonna be sticking with the VTuber model, but it will still be me. It would still be the same yapping and talking that we all have, just with a different kind of medium. So for the people who stick through despite, you know, their preference with the facecam, I appreciate you guys. And for the people who are here after I became a VTuber and you didn't make it to the facecam streams, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content still. I made several different channels on depending on what kind of content I want to make. And I truly want to go after this one, like this idea, this project, to just be consistent and post content and stuff. Not necessarily to make it as a content creator. I'm still thinking that it's better to have like a full-time job, like a full-time 9 to 5, versus doing the whole content creation thing. I still would love to have both in my life where I could just do content creation as a hobby. But my main goal is basically to have all my ideas that I've been wanting to do since I was like a kid, put them online and just leave it there. If you guys want to watch them, or if other people want to watch them and they enjoy them, I'm grateful. If not, that's fine. It's pretty much so I can look back someday and be like, oh, I made shit like this and posted it online, you know? And at this point in time, like during the times where I was active streaming, these are the people that were in there and shared the moment with me. And I can go back to memory lane and stuff. So if you guys have any more questions that you didn't get to ask me, please feel free to send me a message about them in Discord. The closing message for everyone who has been here from the start, thank you. If you're still here right now after all those years, even bigger thank you. I truly appreciate it. I know we've all grown from like what we were before to what we are now, and our lives have changed a lot, and our circumstances have changed a lot, and I'm really glad that we're all still here and, you know, connected and stuff. Yeah, I truly am grateful for the memories. For the newer people, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy things that you will see moving forward or have been seeing lately. I just need to organize some more stuff with myself and my schedule and everything. I do feel quite overwhelmed with all the things that I have to do. So I needed to take a step back for a bit. But yeah, see you. I still do streams in Twitch. I usually post the schedule in the Discord. Said bye. Bye.